Tony two-time here. Got my 98 CBR 600 F3. What are we doing today? What's on the agenda? I am going to shorten my carbon fiber Yoshi pipe. I believe this is the RS3 pipe. I've had 3 CBRs, and the last one I had, the 95, also had this exact pipe on it. It did say RS3 on it. This one doesn't, so I'm not sure exactly if this is the RS3, like 100%. But I would imagine that it is. I'm not going to run through the whole process with you. There are some YouTube videos online. It's super simple. I'm pretty much going to use an angle grinder to cut it where I want to. And I also have a rivet punch with 3 16-inch rivets with a 1/8 to a 1/4 inch head. So that should keep it on there pretty sturdy. I just ordered all new fairings for the bike. They're coming from Hong Kong, so they should be here at the end of the month, the end of September. They're sweet. They're like Playboy fairings. So I just want something that's going to look like a brand new bike. It runs great, considering it has 33,000 miles on it. I mean, these bikes are awesome. I love these bikes. They're bulletproof. Like I said, about 33,000 miles on it. There is a little discrepancy because of the gearing's changed out a little bit. It's a quick little pop or two. We don't have to get crazy. Anyone that's ridden these bikes, and I mean anyone that's heard of Yoshi, kind of knows what they sound like. Down low, they're a little more throaty. Then up top, they get really that, obnoxious, windy scream sound to them, which I love. So once I shorten this, I'm hoping to get a little more of that higher windy noise right off the bat. So yeah, keep you guys posted and keep you updated throughout the project. Let's do it. Guys, well, I'm all done. Here's the pipe. Oh yeah, it's short, man. I cut it pretty short. A little shorter than I thought I was going to. I guess it was something that I didn't really plan on doing. Like I said before, it's my first time doing something like this, but it came out pretty decent. This piece was already kind of like dented in and stuff already. My cut wasn't bad. I'm going to fill that in with some black gasket sealer anyways, just to make it even more Loctite. I did put some adhesive in here on this metal piece when I slid it back into the carbon fiber sheath, whatever you want to call it. So I just took it for a ride because I couldn't wait. As soon as I turned it on, I couldn't believe it. Just right off the bat, it's just so much louder. Just idle is so loud. I mean, it's only idling at 1.5. It's crazy. It's much louder than it was before. That was only 5. That was $5,000. So we'll give it a red liner. So we'll maybe go to like 11 or 12. Oh my God, it hurts my ears. That wasn't even. That was about 9.5, 10. I was watching the RPMs. Wow. So a couple of tips about doing this. It was a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I had that angle grinder, like I said, and that's how I opened it up. But overall, it really, I ran across some challenges, to be honest, and I just had to use some ingenuity, some some ghetto engineering, if you will, with the angle grinder and the cutter, and I mean, it turned out great though, honestly. I've never used the rivet gun before. Never used that before. So honestly, oh, that's not too hot. The rivets turned out really good. That was the easiest part of the whole thing, was that. And doing these, obviously I had to drill the old ones out and put this on new. And I matched the size too from the old and the new, so I was happy with that. Yeah, they're a little big. I guess I could have used smaller ones here, but you know what? It's not that big a deal to me. You know, one is so violent. It caught me off guard. I also had to take it on a highway run, duh. And I was super happy. I didn't have my my action camera with me, or else I would have done like a little moto vlog of it. But I just kind of wanted to see what it was going to be like straight out. And it's the exact sound I was looking for. Just 100% that classic, annoying as shit, loud, people around you think that you're gonna murder yourself, street bike sound. And I am so happy with how this turned out. That pipe, I mean, some points when I was doing it, I'm like, oh my gosh, am I ruining a $500 pipe, or how much they come from Yoshi? I don't even know how much they are, but I'm just like, there goes a bike. I'm like, am I ruining a $500-600 pipe right now as I'm tearing into it with an angle grinder? Like, subscribe. As soon as I gotta change the stator gasket on this. Luckily I didn't have to change the stator itself, but so upcoming videos, I'm going to show you how to change step by step how to do. This is your stator, if you didn't know. It's pretty much like a bike's alternator. Energy from this flows into a rectifier, which turns it into useful juice to charge your battery and power anything else on your bike. So I will show you how to tear this down, redo the gasket. I'm not buying a paper gasket. I'm using Gasket Maker. I found that out to be much better with my last couple endeavors with doing the stator covers. The Gasket Maker always seems to do better. As soon as the fairings come in, guys, I will also show you how to do all the fairings. Luckily, it is coming with the tank cover. So, with that being said, I will not be like taking the tank off and repainting it and stuff like that. It's going to be perfect. I'm just going to throw the tank cover on there. Great, be done with it. 2 time out. Thanks for watching.